Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? It's your boy Blitz Renegade back with another video, and tonight we're going to be reviewing SmackDown. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and let your friends and your family know, that we got a new wrestling show that's going to be telling the truth about wrestling and exposing and castrating the marks and all that good stuff. And we're not going to be lied to by Triple H about this new era that he's ushering in. And so, yeah, let's go ahead and get into this Friday Night SmackDown review, I should say. So, the first segment, they had Wade Barrett, was all on his own, sitting out there. So you thought. They had him do the voiceover. They were in Washington, D.C. tonight at the Capital One Arena, and they had him doing the voiceover for the little segment, and he was talking about some nonsense or whatever, and then all of a sudden they cut to Vic Joseph from NXT. Does anyone know who that is? No, because you probably don't watch NXT. He was filling in for Joe Tessitore tonight because Joe Tessitore had something better to do, probably, because there's a million things better to do than be a Friday Night SmackDown, especially at this terrible show. Um, After that, Cody Rhodes comes out, and you guys already know what he did. He cut a meaningless, terrible promo. I mean, he didn't even for real cut a promo. He was just out there talking about the typical, what do you guys want to talk about nonsense, which is getting old, and I don't understand why people sit there and like lie and act like it's all good, and it's not. It's not. Like, it's terrible. People just need to go ahead and let that be known. So I'm looking at my notes right now, and because I was working during the show, I'm not gonna lie, I was more so listening to it, and I believe um Drew McIntyre came out there and was cutting a promo with him, and he was out there speaking nonsense, and then the Samoan werewolf, the Jacob Fatu, came out there. Everybody's supposed to be scared of him. Nobody's scared of him. He's just a regular guy. He's just a part of the Anali family, like literally just another Uso brother. Then Solo returned too, and like Jacob Fatu had stopped Solo from getting, or sorry, Jacob Fatu had stopped Cody from getting out of the ring to go talk to Solo, and Cody just like sat there and took it, and just, you know, he just brushed it off. Like, I'm just gonna let him tell me what to do whatever he says, and it's just like, dude, come on now, you're the champion, up there getting hoed by some random jobber. I mean, you're a jobber yourself, but like, you're really just gonna let some random tell you what to do? And but enough of that. That segment was terrible, filler, nonsense, boring. But nothing was more filler and nonsense than the next thing that was about to happen. Raise your fist, boom, boom, boom. Raise your fist, boom, boom, boom. Like the Motor City Machine Bums. There's another YouTuber I watch named C Jax who calls them that, and that is exactly what they are. They are so terrible. They fought Los Garza, which is apparently El Gato del Fantasma or whatever. They're a silly faction with Santos Escobar. The, the tag team division is such a joke. Such a joke. You're pushing guys like Pretty Deadly and Los Garza and the Motor City Machine Bums that no one cares or knows about. And the energy in the crowd and in the stadium, no one cares. They just need to leave the company. They need to be fired along with the Good Brothers and AOP. They need to be they need to be out of here too. But they ended up winning, But obviously, like I said, no, no one cares. I believe after that was it was an elimination chamber qualifying match between Naomi, Naomi and Chelsea Green. Another thing which was stupid was that Chelsea Green is the, don't get me wrong, I might be mistaken. I believe Chelsea Green is the women's intercontinental champion. I know they have a US title for the women too, but I think that's on Raw. So I believe she is the intercontinental champion. But there's no reason that Chelsea Green should be losing to Naomi if she's the like the head of the jobbers. Like, she shouldn't be losing to just another jobber. She should be highly above her. It just doesn't make any sense to me. There was nothing memorable about this match. Very forgettable, and the Elimination Chamber is gonna be looking terrible. WWE doesn't, not WWE, Triple H doesn't know what he is doing. And I hear Vince Russo talk about this all the time. I was just actually listening to his podcast today. Triple H is a wrestler, and he doesn't know how to book wrestlers. He just knows how to make wrestlers wrestle. He doesn't know how to make stars like a Vincent Kennedy McMahon used to. And I know everybody's gonna get all scared because it's Vinnie Mac, but I mean, it's the truth. Like, Vince McMahon is so much better of a booker of wrestlers, actually, like wrestlers with a gimmick and storylines and stuff like that. He's way better at that than whatever this is that Triple H is doing. But I digress. So, like I said, Naomi ended up beating Chelsea Green in that match. And then the women's match, there was a women's match too, but Carmelo Hayes fought R-Truth tonight, and he won. And something's been making me really mad about Carmelo Hayes, because there's no reason he shouldn't be getting pushed, like a real push. Why can Ilya Dragunov and Braun Breaker and all these other young stars from NXT and Gunther, why can they get pushed, but Carmelo can't get pushed? But Trick Williams isn't in, the WWE, or Obafemi. What does Gunther do better than Obafemi? Seriously, it's just funny to me, like, that they will act like some of these wrestlers are better than the younger stars, and they're really not. And it's just funny to me. Like, there's no reason that Gunther should be the champion, and Cody too. I mean, especially when you have Chad Gable on the roster, when you have Braun Breaker on the roster, you know, real legit guys. But again, I digress. So moving on to the women's championship match between Tiffany Stratton and Nia Jax. This match was really painful. Nia Jax moves as if she's in quicksand, but that's just how they move. Like, it's not good. The pacing was off. The crowd wasn't really into it. It just felt like a waste of time. Of course, we all knew Stratton was gonna win, so it didn't even matter. Again, predictable nonsense that no one cares about. If you pay money, seriously, if you pay money to go to Raw or SmackDown, I feel bad for you. Like, when it comes to my city, I think about it and I'm like, yeah, that'd be cool to go to, but then I realize who runs WWE? Triple H, a guy who doesn't know what he's doing, who is out there booking minute by minute because, he's looking on Twitter and looking what the fans want. So, a guy who's going to push the Motor City Machine bombs and Pretty Deadly over, some guys like the Street Profits or even AOP. Guy who's going to push, some skinny jobbers over real, like, guys who are putting in work. Yeah, it shouldn't even be a discussion. And then, let me talk about this. I just scrolled through on my notes and I just seen this. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, part 50 million. Um, they were doing a video vignette building their feud, and let me just say this. I have to go back to the Royal Rumble where, where um Roman Reigns was stomped by Seth Rollins and he was faking an injury, faking like he couldn't come back, even though he was just taking a hiatus like he always does. He doesn't wrestle or show up ever. But Roman was off the show. But then Cody Rhodes came back, or sorry, not Cody Rhodes. Kevin Owens came back the next day after the quote, I'm using air quotes right now when I say this, the grueling the grueling match with Cody Rhodes where he got Alabama slammed, even though Kevin Owens should have won the match and had way more offense than Cody, but I digress. It's just funny to me how Kevin Owens came back the next night after, again, the quote unquote grueling match where he was Alabama slammed or whatever through a ladder, but then Roman Reigns gets two curb stomps to on the concrete that anyone is walking back from, and then while Sami Zayn's got package pile drived or whatever, and I'm sure he packaged pile drive Cody a couple times or somebody else, and now all of a sudden it was career ending, and you tried to end my career over a wrestling match, and da 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 da. Like, yeah, he tried to end your career over a wrestling match because you were out there not helping him, saying that you should have been. You wanted me to help you cheat to win. Well, you helped Roman cheat to win all them years when you were the honorary Oos. What's the difference? You claim you and Kevin are brothers and friends and all that other dumb stuff. Where were you when he needed you? Yes, you should have pushed Cody off the ladder. What are you talking about? I'm so tired of this whole I just don't understand it. Like, these guys all want to be friends with Cody instead of I mean, in all honesty, Sammy should have pushed him off the ladder so he could get himself a championship or a shot at Kevin. Like, what? Yes, you should have pushed him off the ladder. Kevin told you that if you helped him, he would help you get a shot at the championship. What do you mean? Yes, you should have pushed Cody off the ladder. Like, stupid. Stupid. So, that's my thoughts on that. And then lastly, the main event. What was the main event? I'm trying to find it in my notes, sorry. The main event was between three people. It was a triple threat between the big guy, Braun Strowman, the fat Samoan I was talking about, Jacob Fatu, and Damian Priest. Basically, Damian Priest ends up winning, and it was a lot of chaos. Solo came out, Cody came out to fight Solo, Tama Tonga and them started brawling outside the ring. It was kind of dumb. It was nonsense. And it's just stupid how Cody comes out to try to always get into the bloodline things because he has nothing better to do. Like, a couple months ago, he was crying about how when he beat Roman, he was supposed to be done with the bloodline. Like, I beat Roman, I should be done with the bloodline. But here I am fighting them still. Well, you keep on involving yourself in the bloodline, dude. You can be doing a whole lot of other things. AJ Styles just came back. LA Knight. LA Knight is always, but he just won the. Oh, yeah, I think I missed that. I believe LA Knight, speaking of it, real quick, LA Knight beat The Miz and Shinsuke Nakamura in a triple threat tonight. And I believe he won back the U.S. Championship. I believe that did happen tonight. So, we do have a new U.S. champion. But again, Cody could be fighting so many people. He could be fighting Randy Orton. I don't know why they teased that ever, or maybe it was just fans, but he could be fighting so many people. It's just dumb. So, but I digress. Back to Cody Rhodes talking about coming out and helping. He keeps involving himself in the bloodline and then wants to be mad when they, come and attack him and beat him up. But basically, Solo ended up spiking Tama Tonga, and they're trying to like build heat between them two. And then Jacob got mad at Solo and like was like, basically get out, like why are you interfering in my match and whatnot. And then Damian Priest grabbed, I think he did it to Big Strowman. He hit him with the South of Heaven choke slam, pinned him 1, 2, 3, and then this part of the end when the show went off the air, this part just irked me. It made me really, really mad because I see Cody shake Damian Priest's hand, and I see Damian Priest shake his hand too. It's like, no, 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 no. I cannot stand that. And it's in all sports. And I know the wrestling isn't a sport per se, but this sense of like being friends and, where this is a friendly fade and we're only doing this because we respect each other. And it's no, I'm trying to get at your throat. I'm trying to get at your neck. Two of my favorite people, Kendrick Lamar and Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson said in an interview, I don't hang out with Josh Allen outside of the season because I'm trying to beat him. I don't hang out with Patrick Mahomes. I'm not going to work out with Joe Burrow because I'm trying to beat them. That's the type of energy you need to have. Like you're not going to be friends with people that you compete with. What type of mess is that? No. You need to be on your A game all the time, and you need to be vigilant and always looking out for watching yourself, because that's all. At the end of the day, that's all that matters is your accolades in your career. You can't be you can respect people but not openly. Like you can have respect for somebody, but you don't need to be in front of everybody letting them know, oh, I respect this guy, I love this guy. This we're only fighting because of respect. What? What? That doesn't even make sense. And so it just irked me to see Damien not chokeslam this dude all the way to hell. Because he's gonna be fighting in the Elimination Chamber to be fighting Cody at WrestleMania. So you should, be gunning for him. You should want to kill him, literally. You should want to kill him. Because he has what you want. He has the most important prize in WWE. But it's not the most important prize. They just would rather run around and hang around in the back and sit in a clubhouse and play video games and do all kinds of dumb stuff instead of paying attention to what's important and what matters. The WWE is just, it's gone so down, so down. But that's it for this interview. Not this interview. Sorry, that's it for this review of Friday Night SmackDown. I would probably give this show like a 2 or 3 out of 10. Like I said, I was working, so I didn't really get to like watch it. I wish I could say it was great, but I don't think I'll ever be saying that anything WWE does is great for a really long time, because all they care about is money and making the fans go home happy by, having Jey Uso yeet for 10 minutes, or Cody Rhodes is saying whoa or whatever. So, yeah, I guess on to Monday night and then Elimination Chamber in a little bit. About 2 weeks out from Elimination Chamber. So, yeah, you guys in the comments, drop a comment. Let me know how you feel about this review. Hit the subscribe button and share this with somebody that you know who also loves WWE. And yeah, that's it for your boy, Blitz Renegade. We'll be back soon with a Raw review, probably on Monday. or maybe Tuesday. I'll try to get that video out as soon as I can, but no promises. So that is it for me. You guys all have a great night, and we will be back here soon.